right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into something that is an absolute game changer if you're navigating the intense, frankly overwhelming pressure of medical entrance exams. We're going to break down exactly how struggling NEET-UG aspirants can conquer that massive syllabus using a remarkably powerful AI-driven mentoring platform called NEET Apex. Seriously, think of this thing as your own personal digital Grandmaster.
Let's be real for a second. If you're looking at this question right now and thinking, yes, literally every day, if you're feeling completely intimidated by the fierce competition and that endless mountain of subjects, take a deep breath. I want you to know you are definitely not alone. It's totally normal to feel the weight of those high stakes, but here's the secret. You might just be one highly structured system away from actually succeeding. It isn't just about working yourself into the ground, it's about working with the right guidance.
So, to instantly lower that cognitive load, here is our game plan for a perfect study day. We'll cover 1. From average to elite. 2. Morning, deep Socratic learning. 3. Afternoon, active recall flashcards. 4. Evening, mocks and peer support. And 5. Night, analyzing your daily progress.
Okay, kicking things off with Section 1, From Average to Elite, and the core AI for all philosophy.
The mission here is beautifully simple. Empowering average students to achieve extraordinary excellence by providing elite guidance to anyone with an internet connection. For way too long, high-tier, highly personalized guidance was basically locked away behind incredibly expensive coaching institutes. Well, NEET Apex completely changes that. Built on this AI for all idea, the platform acts as your 24/7 digital mentor. It delivers that exact same elite level of guidance straight to your phone or laptop. It's truly the ultimate equalizer in education.
And the real-world result of that educational equity? Hitting a score of 600 plus. By democratizing access to elite prep, suddenly securing admission into the absolute top medical colleges, we're talking places like Ames and Jitmer, actually becomes a realistic, achievable outcome for a struggling aspirant. You're no longer just flying blind, you finally have a direct flight path.
Moving right along to Section 2, Your Morning, focused on deep Socratic learning.
So picture this. If you get stuck and ask a typical chatbot for help, it just spits out a direct answer, right? You might memorize it for, 5 minutes? But you haven't actually learned it. The Socratic AI Tutor on NEET Apex is a totally different beast. Instead of just spoon-feeding you the answer, this AI mentor asks supportive, guiding questions. It actively forces you to think, making absolutely sure you understand the core principles of biology, chemistry, and physics from the ground up. It's building deep conceptual frameworks directly in your brain.
Think of it like a personal trainer for your mind. It's not going to lift the weights for you, but it absolutely corrects your form. First, it identifies the exact concept you're struggling with. Next, it guides you toward the underlying principles. And finally, it asks directed questions so you cross the finish line yourself. Using this step-by-step Socratic system, a terrifyingly complex biology pathway becomes a really simple logical cause and effect story. Abstract physics equations, they turn into easy-to-manage building blocks. You finally grasp the why behind the science. All right, Section 3, the afternoon, which is entirely dedicated to active recall flashcards. Now, active recall is the process of continuously testing your memory to convert study material into long-term retention. Listen, you just cannot passively reread your notes. It is a massive trap. Active recall is literally a vital technique to avoid forgetting the insanely vast amounts of information required for the NEET-UG exam. You have to actively force your brain to retrieve the data. The brilliant thing here is that NEET Apex completely automates the absolute hardest part of your review process. Instead of just staring blankly at standard textbook notes, the AI Note-to-Recall feature seamlessly converts your raw notes into highly effective daily memory flashcards. And for the math-heavy stuff, the Formula Vault takes those raw equations and organizes them perfectly for rapid memorization. It completely takes the heavy lifting out of creating your study materials so you can just focus on, actually learning.
Next up, Section 4, the evening, where we tackle mocks and peer support.
Building test confidence is absolutely crucial, and the NTA standard mock engine isn't just your standard generic testing tool. You can generate highly specific mock exams that mirror the NTA standards exactly. Whether you need a full-length marathon or just a quick topic-specific sprint, it perfectly matches the actual NTA exam structure and difficulty. By practicing in this exact, high-pressure environment every single evening, you ensure that when the actual test day arrives, you are completely unfazed. Because, hey, you've been there 100 times before. But look, we all know that exam preparation can feel incredibly isolating. especially when you hit a wall. That brings us to the Community Exam Vault. This is a shared repository where you can actually attempt mock tests generated by your peers. It provides this incredible layer of peer support, basically proving to you that an entire community of aspirants is working, struggling, and succeeding right alongside you. You're not alone in your room. You're part of a massive team pushing for the exact same goal.
Finally, Section 5, Nighttime and Analyzing Daily Progress.
Before you close your laptop for the night, you have to optimize. The platform takes your daily granular data and breaks it down into intuitive visual analytics. You can instantly see your accuracy, understand your personal usage patterns, and zero in on your topic-wise proficiency. This means you are never, ever guessing what you need to study next. The AI explicitly identifies your exact strengths and calls out your hidden weaknesses. And honestly, watching your topic-wise proficiency physically grow day over day, week over week, is so incredibly rewarding. It's the ultimate encouragement. It proves to you, undeniably, that your consistent daily routine is actively compounding into those elite results we talked about at the very beginning. So, let's review the ultimate map. 8 a.m., you're tackling deep concepts with your Socratic tutor. 2 p.m., you lock all that in with active recall flashcards. 6 p.m., you're building rock-solid confidence with NTA mocks in the community vault. And at 9 p.m., you analyze your performance so you can crush it even harder tomorrow. By strictly sticking to this AI-assisted daily study plan, you completely eliminate the overwhelm of that massive NEET syllabus. You just trust the process, follow the steps, and let your digital grandmasters structure your success. I really hope this explainer showed you just how manageable this intense journey can actually be. The path from struggling to securing that iconic white coat isn't some huge mystery anymore. It's a structured, incredibly data-driven plan. So the only question left for you is, are you ready to meet your digital grandmaster and kick off your very first perfect study day?